What's going on, everybody? This is Shawn and Daniell from the Better Days Rain podcast. Man, today I have good friend, co-worker, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
fellow entrepreneur, Angel Ray.
What up? What
What's
up,
good,
man?
brother?
Thanks for having me, bro.
We just kind of decided to pop this off. You know, Angel was
Yeah.
back there making music, and we were shooting shows. So it was like, man, let's go get Angel. Let's pop off a show real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Let's get one.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get
But
one.
today, man, you know, a year ago, I stepped into the stage at Warrior Garden Studios, and boy, there was slim pickings around here, man. It was kind of bare. Wasn't a whole lot in here, man. And,
Yeah.
and so I thought today's good topic would be growth, man. We talk about the growth of the studio.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got Better Days Rain here, you know, which has had tremendous growth. And then you kicked off something new.
Yeah. So we started with the Where You At podcast.
Right.
And then we revamped it, and now it's called On the Mission.
On the Mission.
Yes, sir. On the Mission podcast. And that's just what we are, man. We just on the mission. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to spread the good news and do what it does, man.
Now, that's an extension onto Mission Music, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just another one of the sub chapters of Mission Music. And Mission Music, is a ministry in itself, and I always make sure and let folks know, man, like this is more than just music. Like we truly have a mission, you know what I mean?
Right,
And a
right,
mission statement. Like we trying to make a difference in the world. Even if it's, whether it's 10 or 10,000, you know what I'm saying? If we can make a difference somehow, some way, by even just sharing our testimony, what we've been through, you know what I'm saying? I know folks watch the growth, but like we were saying here earlier, like a lot of folks won't acknowledge. You know what I mean? They won't acknowledge because it's in their town. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
man, yeah, I know these cats, whoop de woo. They hit you with those. Like, look
Yeah.
at them. But like, no, man, like it's actually getting very real out here, man. Like for real.
Yeah. You know, so last year we was at Where You At,
Yes.
right? Now we're on the mission with
Mhm.
Mission Music, you
Yes.
know. Do you ever see something like that happening when you put the drugs away and started your journey, right? Because
man, bro.
what I think what's really cool about the power of testimony, bro,
Yeah.
is becoming grateful for that journey.
Yes.
Right? It's once we
absolutely,
put
yeah.
everything away and we put ourselves on a path, right? And we have this vision of the destination,
Yeah.
but the destination changes,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
The
bro.
journey changes, the destination changes, right? But then like you look to see, even like in this last year, look back where we were a year ago,
Yeah.
and it's like, bro, we really been doing something.
Hey, for real.
You
For
know,
real.
like we really been doing something out here.
And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we get impatient. I'm like, man, I got so much I got to do, so many goals I want to achieve, man. And then, like you said, this year goes by, and it's just like, whoa, I didn't even think we were gonna be here. You know what I mean? And so, coming out of being on drugs, coming out of selling dope, man. When I gave my life to God, bro, I was like, okay, I'm finna be square as can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it all down. I'm thinking I'm gonna be the stereotypical, just like the world thinks of somebody who goes to church. You know what I'm saying? Slacks, dress shoes, and a
Yeah.
button-up shirt. You feel me? Bible
Yeah.
thumping. Nah, it's not the case, man. God really led me on a path to where, he wanted me to know who I really was. You know what I'm saying? And so we always think about who we want to be, and we never really think about who we're intended to be. And so we know what we want to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, at that time, I thought I was gonna be square as can be and just live a everyday 9 to 5 and just put all the music, put all the media and all this stuff down, right? But I kept getting called to it. I started, doing music, and then from the music, I was out, ministering at shows and stuff like that, man. And then now, and then Mike hits me up out of the blue, man, and he's just like, hey, come check out this podcast studio we're gonna set up and stuff, you know what I mean? And then next thing, he pulls me to the next room. What you want to name your podcast? I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I said, bro, give me a month. He's like, nah, bro. I said, okay, give me 2 weeks. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll give you 2 weeks. On the way home, bing, hits my head like a light bulb. The Where You At podcast. What are you gonna do? You're gonna meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here we are. You know what I'm saying? That was 2 years ago. You feel me? And so, like, when we started the Where You At podcast, bro, we
I
had
saw pictures.
Yeah.
I saw pictures.
we
The
had
walls were still all busted up. Everything was still all
we had 2 chairs.
wooden chairs, if I remember
yeah, 2
right.
wooden chairs, an old wooden table, probably from back there in the back of the building. You know what I mean? And me and homie just sat right here. We had some regular old, just regular mics, just some old cheaper mics, you know what I'm saying? And Jake, man, he had some cameras from like 2005, bro. I kid you not,
Some
man.
old school.
But you know what, man? Like all that became this, and so like I encourage those, man. Even if you have the bare minimum, don't stop. Keep going. You never know. You never know where you're gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely don't. Like keep going, man. Growth just happens in spurts sometimes. You feel me? Like it's just like boom, man. They see, it's just like it's on and popping.
So let me ask you something. So it's been kind of like sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off.
Yeah.
Been a lot of frustrations.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's for everybody that's been involved with, trying to build something. Right. There's a lot of frustration. And that addict mind that we used to have.
Yeah.
Like as soon as something goes left or doesn't go the way we want it to go.
Yeah.
Tend to jump ship.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No. You know what I'm saying?
And boom, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm on to
Yeah.
something else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
What has made you stay with it?
Man, bro, I'll be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how did
Yeah.
that mindset shift to where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not going to jump ship no
Yeah.
more. I'm going to ride this out no matter where it takes me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to do the things.
So there's been many a times, bro. More than 4, 5, 10, 11 times. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this. But truly, bro, like when you're called to do something, you know what I'm saying? There is like, I wouldn't say like an urgency, but there is just like, there's something there inside of you, deep down in your heart that knows you're not about to give up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and of
yeah,
course, back in the gap, when we was on the drugs or whatever, man, like during the moments of wanting to give up, you go get high. So your mind state, your heart, everything is clouded.
Right.
So then you're just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. And then, you really look back at life and you're just like, man, I had so many doors that I could have taken even then. You know what I mean? But because I was in my foolishness, you feel me? Like
so many doors.
yeah, bro. And it's like, but because I was in my foolishness and whatnot, like, always had to, jump back to square one, man. But yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I was telling a partner of mine the other day, man, because, he's struggling with the whole grasping recovery.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I could go back out there. I could make me some good chunk of change. And then I could come back and make my recovery, a little bit easier on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it don't work like that.
Nah, like I know, man.
It don't work
started,
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you how many times I had 10 bands in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right? With the day before, I'm talking the same mess.
Yeah.
Let me come up one more time, and that's it.
Yeah, and it's just like,
right?
Well, I got 10.
But as soon as that cash hits my hand,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
can
like,
make 10 more.
Boom, I'm going to give me a couple of zips, and I'm going straight to the game room.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend a day and a half in there. I'm going to get lit, and I'm just going to gamble.
Yeah.
Till I'm blue in the face. And then when I'm broke, I'm going to come outside. I'm going to shoot my gun off in the air because I'm mad.
Yeah. Hey,
I
for
blew
real.
my whole knot.
For real.
And then it's right back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing.
Running circles, dog.
Running circles.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to work for those things.
No.
In a sense. You did, but you didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you put the time in, but, people in that game, it's just like owning a liquor store. Liquor sells itself.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Dope sells itself.
Yeah. Oh,
All you got to do is be the provider.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
It's a very easy market. So there's not a whole lot of effort you got to put into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just got to show up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put that work in.
Yeah.
You got to put that effort in. And
you got to pull up.
Learn
some
new
dedicated.
things. You got to put yourself in the classroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that was kind of like the toughest thing for me to really grasp.
Yeah.
But once I did, now I can respect it.
Yeah.
Like I have respect for all the things around me, all the things that I have.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I got a respect for money now.
Yes.
Because it comes harder. It don't come as easy no more.
Hey, that was one of the hardest things for me to do, man. Because when I started working, you know what I'm saying, 9 to 5 job, I'm just like, I'm making $900 every 2 weeks. I'm just like,
yeah, bro.
like, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I could make that in, less than an hour back in the
Yo.
day, but like what's weird is just like it stretches out further,
Stretches further. You
you
got
know?
respect for it. Like it
Yeah.
goes towards things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when I
Yes.
was in the street, bro, I made money.
Yeah.
No respect for it.
Yeah.
I blow it just as quick as I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. You
It
you
just
go to the store with,
cycle it back through the
bring
whole
the
time.
homies with you. Hey, what y'all want? And they say you
Yeah.
spend $200-$300 just on foolishness, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, And yeah, bro. Yeah, I've definitely had to learn to respect money. You know what I mean? One thing that I learned to respect is people's time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in this day and age, bro, like everything is moving fast. And you really get to see whose heart is really in this thing and who's not. Because you know and I know that people will make time for the things that are truly important in their life.
Yeah. Well, I think that's they make commitments, bro. To things that
Yes.
are true.
Yeah.
And like that for me, like that's one of the things I literally had to do
Yeah.
when I came in here. Day one was January 1st of this year. Is when I met Mike and all the guys that came in the front office. And
Yeah.
I
Man,
told
bro, that time, boom. That time
it's
flew,
been a year, bro. Next week will be a year.
That's
I've been a part of Warrior
crazy.
Garden Studios.
That's crazy, dog.
Next week,
Next 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
whatever. Okay. Anyway, so I came in here and Mike sat me down. He said, "Look, bro, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Just on first
Absolutely.
impression, he said, I'm with you. But you're either gonna give it 100% commitment
Yeah.
or leave and don't come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to, after I told him my story. You know what I'm saying? I'm a chum on Mike just a little bit, man. To see the tears in Mike's eyes after I told him my story and where I was at and what I was trying to do. He teared up, but he was real honest with me, bro. He's like, you either give it 100 or you walk away right now and don't call me.
Yeah.
And so I did. I dove into it. And I kind of had my conversation with God about it, right? And I was like, bro, you know what? I never really been committed to anything in my life besides doing trash. Right. I never made any real commitments to my family, to friends, my dog, anything. You know what I mean? Like, I never made a commitment to really nothing. If it wasn't for my own personal gain, I never made a commitment to nothing. So I was like, you know what? This year's going to be about making commitments. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife got married. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm fully committed to that. I'm committed to Warrior Garden Studios and Better Days Reign and the mission that we have here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so my recovery's really been about making commitments and sticking with those commitments.
Yeah.
When I want to and definitely when I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
when I don't want to get up.
Yeah, even on days I don't want to come to the studio, you know what I'm saying? It's just like on the cool, like those are some of the days where like breakthroughs happen. Boom, we had this go down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, like man, we've worked through hurdles, we've worked through issues, we've seen people come and go. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that is probably one of the hardest parts of these things because like I said, when you've accepted this and you've committed to this, you expect those around you whom you love, who you bring in with you to commit on that same level. You know what I'm saying? But we never stop and really think like, maybe they weren't caught for this. Yeah. Maybe they weren't built for this. You know what I'm saying?
And so what I've kind of learned, man, is when you want to, instead of just making a difference in your life, right? But when you want to be that difference, when you want to embody that difference, right? A lot of times that means getting out there on your own.
Oh yeah.
Right? And it's not necessarily like we look at entrepreneurs and business owners and we like, man, they got tons of money, right? But what you don't see is the investment.
Yeah.
It always starts out as an investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like this whole year for me has been investment.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Don't get me wrong. I've had my blessings here and there and I've gotten my small wins.
Oh yeah.
But predominantly, it's just been investing lots of time, lots of effort, lots of work, and doing those things for free. And that's what it takes to really build it. And I've seen you do the same thing with Mission Music. Yeah. You've helped out with the stores around here. You've helped out with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So it's that you're not getting that instant gratification that we looked for in addiction.
Yeah. And I think I still had that mindset, you know what I'm saying, for a minute there. Like, you know what I mean? Coming in, you know what I'm saying, recording the music, mixing, mastering takes hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take a lot of, you like to take a lot of this onto yourself because you're committed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's just like you get to a moment where like, man, I don't feel like I'm being appreciated for all the work
But
I'm putting in.
I need
You
some
feel me?
flowers. I need
You
some
know what I'm
flowers, bro.
saying?
I need some flowers.
Like, this is a flower place. Where my flowers at,
Where's
man?
my flowers, bro? I need some flowers. I
You
need my
know?
props. I need my props.
Yeah, but then you have to stop and really come to that realization. Well, that's not what you're doing it for. You know
Yup.
what I'm saying? That's not what you're
Absolutely.
doing it for. You brought up entrepreneurs earlier, man. There's one guy named Daniel Pena, man. Dude is harsh, but he's brutally honest and real. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I think he's a billionaire, or multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's a billionaire, right? But he has these seminars, bro, where I mean, he talks bad to them folks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's right. Like it's just like, sometimes you have to have the mindset of of like a lion. You know what I'm saying? Like a wolf, man. You know what I
and,
mean?
like, I agree. So, like, we're all built kind of uniquely, right?
Yes.
And when I would start going into recovery rooms, there were some of them sponsors in there that would get real raw and like in your face and crazy and talk real flash. You know what I'm saying? Just like
yeah.
and
He's
I'd
like,
have to
"Nah, we
walk
from the
up to them. I'm
squad."
like, look, man, like you might be able to do that with them, but you come fire off at me like that, like I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth.
Yeah, for real.
Don't talk to me like
Yeah,
that.
for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as I've progressed through my journey, right,
Yeah.
is that all these different looks, the hard asses,
Yes.
the soft, warm-hearted people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have all these different looks,
Yeah.
right? And what I've come to realize is they're all necessary
Yes.
because they all reach a
Yeah.
certain type of people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's instead of hating on one person
Yeah.
for like, oh man, like I can't vibe with that. I'm not working with that. I hate them.
Yeah.
I just because I don't like what they're doing, I hate them.
Yeah.
Right? And then we have that need to expose that person,
Yeah.
which we was kind of talking about just a minute ago.
Yeah.
We want to expose him. Like, man, I don't like that dude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's doing some foul, funky shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just because he ain't riding the same wave I'm riding.
Yeah. And it's
You know what I
like,
mean? So I've had to kind of learn.
You don't know who that's gonna fix.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like you just never know.
Because there's some people that need that
Yeah.
accountability in a way to where you just got to
Yeah.
come down on them and maybe make them feel like a punk or something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? Like me, mine was absolutely not that way. Like I had to find somebody who could talk to me very real, but with a lot of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I'm with you there, bro. on
super
that
real,
one.
but with a lot of respect. But you see some of these people that
Yeah.
talk really bad, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh my
I'm just
god,
like, dude, like
I
that.
go to jail.
Yeah,
I go to jail.
after so many tone changes, so
Yo.
many decibels,
You know what I mean?
so many words. It's
Inches
just like,
from my face. You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
at
about?
this
Like,
point, I'm absolutely tuning you out, and
Yeah.
I'm getting all the crazy thoughts in my mind about I'm about to punch your teeth through the back of your head.
yeah,
You
it's
know what I
crazy,
mean?
bro. So,
And so, like, that's why sometimes I tell people, man, I'm just like, hey, man, just chill, dog. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
I'm
just
quick
chill.
to do that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
quick to tell people, like, look, man,
Yeah.
don't talk to me like that, or
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
at the
set
same-
your boundaries. You
But at
gotta
the
have
same
them.
time, I get why
Why? Yeah.
there's those different looks now where I didn't before.
Yeah.
I used to look at people like AA.
Yeah.
I used to look at AA like, man, people crazy in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, them people wilding out in there.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, you know what? It's necessary.
Yeah.
It is. It's necessary.
Yeah.
Is it necessarily the road I took?
Yeah.
No. It's definitely a tool that I use,
Yeah.
right? But it works. And I can't deny that it works
Yeah.
for some people.
You
Does it
know,
work for everyone? No. But for the people that it does work for, praise God.
yes.
You know what I
No,
mean?
for real. And bro, like real talk, man, going through those experiences and even personal experiences, man, I've learned to be an even more understanding person and learn to just love people regardless. Some folks are just rough around the edges. Some folks is just too soft. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got to find balance and kind of figure out how to deal with both sides.
You got to find your group.
Yes.
You got to find where you
Yes.
fit in, where you
Yeah.
fit in where you get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in, whatever you
Yeah.
say. But like, one thing I did want to bring up. So, and I've heard this brought up in the studio a few times. It's been a while because it's been a minute since I've kicked it back there with you.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did hear it a few times. You know what I'm saying? Where we talk about hating secular music or
Yeah.
rap music, like the way it is.
Yeah.
Right. And there's like things like that throughout every genre and niche of
Right.
art, right? Where
Right.
we dislike certain things because it projects a certain image,
Right.
right? So we perceive that as a bad thing,
Right.
right? Without you listening to that type of music when you were younger,
Yeah.
right? Do you think you would have ever developed?
No.
So what I'm asking is every bad thing a bad thing?
Is every bad thing a bad thing? Not so.
Because to a certain degree,
So
you got to be grateful for
right.
rap music
So
the way
check
it
it out.
is.
So check it out. The way I perceive things to this day now, it's just like, how does it affect you? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I still listen to secular music. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not ashamed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There's some songs that I listen to, bro, that just help me get, you know what I'm saying, through some situations sometimes. Like, yes, I put God first. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Right.
But you know what? We are still living in the human experience. You know what I mean? Hyper religiosity, if that's even a word, or maybe just I invented. You know what I'm saying? Hyper religiosity.
Right.
Um, just you know, attaching a demon to everything, making everything seem bad, and then we wonder why people look at the world how it is. I used to be that way. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at anything that is not of God as evil. You know what I'm saying? Because that when I first, came into the church, that's kind of what I was indoctrinated with, man.
I think that's kind of what we're all
You,
indoctrinated
you
with.
feel me?
You know what I mean?
But you know what, man? Like I've seen, like I said, like I've seen, quote unquote, bad people or whatever do great things. You know what I mean? I still listen to Roe. I still be
Yeah.
on my zero on my trade. You know what I mean? There's, I still listen to Pac. There's some songs in there, bro, that just take me back. You know what I mean? To a time to where like,
It developed your passion.
yes, yes, and to where I could breathe. That they gave me that freedom of expression to be bold, to stand for something, to put my feelings, thoughts, and emotions on wax on a track. You know what I mean? Instead of rapping about, you know what I'm saying, the things that aren't attainable. No, this is reality. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's what I like to put on the track is reality, man. And that's one of the big things about Mission. You know what I mean? That is dear to my heart is like we want to bring people to the reality of being a Christian, to the struggle of being a Christian, to the everyday. I got to clock in, to clock out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to and try to walk accordingly in God. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with these folks at the job, just everyday, day to day life, not the fantasy. We see too much of the fantasy in this day and age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like we were talking about, NLE Chopper and the NBA young boy beef. You know what I'm saying? Like it's goofy.
Bro, it
And,
is so weird.
and these
It is
clowns,
so weird.
and that's what I'm saying. And these clowns are the freaking bozos that are influencing our children. It's just like, brah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? The kids don't need to see that. But, I can't say that everything is bad. I can't say that everything
But
is
we
evil.
look at that, right? You,
Yeah.
you look at the beef between Young Boy and NLE, and you
Yeah.
say like, this is like some sort of tranny battle or something.
Yeah.
Right? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to knock any type of tranny or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just people. These two are going at it in a very weird way.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a rap beef like it.
No.
Right? But like, if you go back to our day and age, right?
Shoot,
That was
man.
like G Unit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we had the late 90s, early 2000s where
the Tupac, the Biggie.
rap beefs were beefs.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it was, people were saying the same thing. Kids don't need to see that.
Yeah, that's true.
Kids don't need to be a part of that. You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying? You had the riots in LA
Yeah.
and all these things, right? That supposedly, rap was a part of, or rap helped start.
Yeah.
But it created a lot of fire under a lot of people.
Yeah, it did.
Created a lot of passion under a
did.
lot of people.
Yeah, because a lot of that stuff, not even from just the issue that they were writing over, it's just the fact that people stood up. You know what I mean? The fact that people stood up, that lights a fire in me. You know what I mean? Because I think more what I get agitated with is how easy influenced we are as humans.
Oh yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me.
Well, and that
man.
not the ability to not change.
Yeah.
Right. I had one
Some
dude.
folks just fall in line.
I had one
You know
dude.
what I'm saying?
He was a program director, right?
Yeah.
And I took him my program, and I was like, "Look, bro, you know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do. This is what I can offer y'all." And he looked at me and he said, "No." And he was looking at the way I was dressed.
Yeah.
Right. He was like, "No."
Yeah.
And I kind of looked at him. I was like, bro, you hating my style or what?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
goes, I'm not hating your style. It's just not a style we want in Amarillo.
Hey,
I was like,
hey,
cold lick,
hey,
homeboy.
I was like, well, I appreciate your honesty, but that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I laughed.
And that's
I just started
it's just
laughing.
like that's the honest truth. They don't want folks to look like us to do anything here.
Well,
You know what I mean?
But in recovery, like that's what we're taught. Change is inevitable, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and sometimes these old school ideals have to get
They have to
implemented. Yeah, they have to evolve, right? It
Yes.
has to get to the new school,
yes.
right? Because
Oh my gosh, that was so hard.
the
bro.
new school is not
Yeah.
learning. We're not
No.
we're not teaching them correctly. They're
No.
not learning correctly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're absolutely wilding out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's because we're stuck in this fixed mindset of how things
Yeah.
have to be, should be, in a perfect world.
Yeah.
If we were all, Christians or
Yeah.
lived by the Bible. But the fact
Right.
of life is we aren't all like that.
Nah, man.
Right. So we have to be able to grow and evolve
Right.
and help those people. And
Yeah.
with a very fixed mindset, it's very hard to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
'Cause-
Absolutely. I agree, man. I agree. And that's why I encourage people to like don't be lazy and just fall in line with the sheep, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to use the term lazy, but I can account it a lot, with at least for myself, that's what it was. Like, you got to take the time to educate yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter where you come from, no matter what your circumstances are, like educate yourself on things that affect your life. People don't recognize how much, the laws and the politics and even, local churches and things just in your area, you know what I'm saying, affect your life. It's just like everybody, all I see is a lot of complaining these days, So I'm big on, okay, be the change that you want to see. Let it start with you. Stand up for something. You know what I'm saying? Like
we had the conversation. I tell people you can either
Yeah.
make a wave, ride a wave,
Yeah.
or sink.
boom,
That's it.
Boom.
You got
Yeah.
them options, bro.
yeah,
If you don't like it, change it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna change it, you
yeah,
better fall in line with somebody.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for real. Hey, because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. Being nomad out there, you know what I'm saying. You can get chewed up and spit out everywhere you go.
And I
Yeah.
think change is something that really, really needs to get implemented in our family lives.
Yes.
Families need to be willing to grow, and I hate to say it because a lot of people will object to this, but like we accept different lifestyles, be more accepting of people,
Yeah,
whether you agree with that person's way
Yeah.
of life or not.
yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
Even Jesus did that.
yeah,
He was accepting of people, even
Yeah.
if they weren't.
yeah. He's like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he you know what I'm saying. He'd sit down, he'd eat with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You know,
saying? He's like, if you want to get to know, you know what I'm saying, God, here I am. You know what I mean? And no judgment to them at that point. You know what I mean? It's just like he was just love in the purest form. You know what I'm saying?
He was a man that spread no hate.
Yeah, this perfect man, you know what I'm saying? He was changing the narrative of the time because the narrative at the time was the church leaders, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Pharisees were using, the Bible at the time, or the Old Testament at the time, the law and the prophets to basically just keep the everyday person in bondage, to make themselves look holy, you know what I mean? And to make the people in the villages look like less. You know what I'm saying? And Christ came and flipped the script. Boom. And it's like this is not what God intended to put us here to
No,
do.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? For
And
real.
when you see the amount of suffering people that are out there, it gets
Yeah.
really shocking, bro.
Yeah.
And then lately I've been looking at a lot of statistics on
Yeah.
drug-related deaths,
Mm-hmm.
alcohol-related deaths, nicotine-related deaths, right?
Mhm.
But what stuck out to me was I had a conversation. I'm not going to put their names out there, but we had a kind of a confrontational conversation. It got a little heated at the table, right?
Yeah.
Because I was telling my story, and of course my story is pretty rough.
Mhm.
And dude was kind of capping off on drug dealers.
Yeah.
Really shooting slugs at me.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Was putting
Yeah.
it in a drug dealer. And I'm watching this dude, right? And he's got a triple shot Jack and Coke sitting in front of him as he's doing all this trash talking, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at him. I said, "Man, what do you not like about drug dealers?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, they hurt people." Yeah. He said they hurt people, right? And of course, I just ran these
Yeah.
statistics a few days before, so
Yeah.
let's put something fresh out there for the world to really know about, right?
Yeah.
Yes, drugs kill hundreds of thousands of people
Yes.
a year,
Absolutely.
right? Alcohol last year took 2.6 million.
Wow. Wow.
That's more than 4 times
yeah.
what methamphetamine, cocaine, fentanyl, heroin, all
Wow.
together. 4 times as many people.
Yeah.
Cigarettes took over 7 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
crazy.
really, if you're going to throw a lot of hate speech out there,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Direct it in the right place.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And yes, I do understand that there's a lot of violence with the drug game,
Yes.
right? But like, look at all the negative energy we put into it.
Absolutely.
You expect anything else when we project it
Mhm.
in a way where it's a war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Constantly.
Whereas, like, alcohol distributors,
Yeah.
they get a building and
Yeah,
roof and, they get a still, they get to cook it up all day long. You know what I mean? It really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But what pisses me off is there's a lot. I mean, you're looking at Texas prisons, man, 76% are in there on drug-related cases.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing long-term sentences.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Because
there's people still doing
taking advantage of things every day,
yeah.
but want to sit there and talk trash on people who
Yeah.
just do something different.
Yeah.
It just ain't your cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not supporting drugs.
No, not
right?
at all.
I'm not supporting them. But what I'm saying is, man, we got to start looking at this differently.
Don't be the hypocrite either.
Yeah, don't be the hypocrite. Don't throw out all the hate speech.
Yeah.
Don't turn people against each other.
Poisoning yourself with a different type of poison. You pick a different type of poison.
Learn to understand it, bro. Learn to understand it and be a benefit to try to fix it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you can be as mad as you want about drugs in America. You can really just be pissed. You can be mad at every person.
Yeah.
You can be mad at the dude down the street. You can be mad at Venezuela.
Yeah.
You can be mad at all these people, right? But it's never gonna stop it.
Eminem said it the best. Middle America. Now it's a tragedy. Now it's so sad to see.
Well, and what you realize is the only way you get it. Those of us who've gone into recovery, man, the only way we get through this thing is with love.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Is by putting a whole lot of love in place.
Is the cure to it all.
You know what I mean?
True, genuine love, unconditional.
Mad as you want.
Yeah.
And go after all the cartels. You can go after whatever country you want to. You can bomb China. You're just going to keep making the problem worse.
Yeah, and evil just begets more evil.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Because even chasing them down, slaughtering them, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to beget another young hot shot that's going to come up in the game and maybe come out worse, do more harsh things. So like when the war on drugs began, so back in the 90s in Mexico, there was a political party called the PRI, P-R-I, right? They were in political power for the longest time. They had an agreement with the cartels. Basically, you do what you do, but you leave the civilians alone. Mexico was a peaceful place. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're not condoning dope sales and none of that. You know what I mean? But Vicente Fox got elected, you know what I'm saying? Between him and the United States government, here they waged the war on drugs. Starts kicking off real tough. Next thing you know, as they are knocking off, the head honchos of that time, which were, we see TV shows about, the next group of guys that came to be, you know what I mean? Sinaloa and the Zetas and all them cats, you know what I'm saying? They were like, we got to step it up. So what do you see now? Now you're seeing videos on social media of people getting beheaded, chopped up in pieces.
Yeah, hung by the toes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, being cooked in acid, all that stuff, man. And it's just like evil begat more evil. And then the thing about it is, man, is at the same time that they say they're combating this machine, they're fueling it. You had an operation like Operation Fast.
Drugs
and Furious.
go both ways.
Yeah,
drugs go both ways.
There was an operation called Operation Fast and Furious that was during the Obama administration. That guns were hey, we're gonna send guns into Mexico, big high military grade weapons into Mexico, and then we're gonna trace them down so we can bust the cartel that buys them. Them guns disappeared, dog. And it didn't become an issue until a federal agent was killed by one of them.
I think we did the same thing with
in the U.S.
I think the same thing happened with the war on terrorism.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
all these dudes that got guns, we sold them 40 years ago.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like
ISIS, Like, so the way ISIS kind of got its beginning was they were the rebels during whenever the U.S. was trying to take out Gaddafi down in Africa, and so they killed him in the streets. It was in Africa, right? Lebanon, my bad. What are them places?
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Well, anyway, so they were down in Lebanon, man. You know, they were gonna kill Gaddafi. Why they want to kill Gaddafi? Because he had came up with his own currency. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't dependent on the market, the world market, the world trade. But anyway, so he had they painted him to be the bad guy. They raised up a rebellion against him. They beat this man and killed him in the street, man. The video was all over social media, right? And so these rebels that the United States of America was funding with guns, vehicles, tanks, and all the whole nine are who we know now as ISIS.
No, bro. Personal opinion.
There's more to it, but
think,
in a nutshell.
Do you think we won the war on terrorism?
No, and we never will. Because it's just like why a Christian will never win a debate against another Christian. People will die over religious belief.
Well, but
you know what I'm saying?
You know, when you really look at what these terrorist factions sought out to do by bombing the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Which was to spread fear, create dissension, divide a country.
Yeah.
And then you look at where we're at today in America. We are in a society full of fear, hate speech, complete exposure of anyone and everyone.
Nail on the head, boy.
Bro,
boom.
Like everyone can get it today.
Yeah.
Anyone and everyone can get exposed. I mean, look what 50's doing to Diddy, man.
Oh,
50's destroying that man.
Yeah.
Just from Florida, just annihilating Diddy.
Yes.
Diddy can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
The war on terrorism won.
Yeah.
Because now we feel this need that we got to expose everyone for every wrong they've ever done.
Yeah.
We got to,
beat
them down. We got to.
We got terrorists next door.
And then you then you get these people who are so swallowed up in pride.
Yeah.
Right? That they don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you see,
bro, we lost. We absolutely lost.
Yeah.
Everything they set out to do, they accomplished.
Yeah.
Yes, we killed more of them than they killed of us.
Yeah.
But we lost the war.
But look at the hate that it has bred.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is the fruit of all that.
And everybody's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Everybody's a terrorist
now.
Everyone's a terrorist,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's wild. We got U.S. deployment in U.S. cities. We got National Guard, Marine Corps. Like what?
You got the National Guard.
People are going crazy,
boots
bro.
on the ground in Chicago,
DC,
chasing
Baltimore,
little gang banging teenagers.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, calling them terrorists,
bro.
Calling them terrorists, bro. This is a terrorist cell.
It's just like, I'm sorry, but like, America, take a look in the mirror. This is the culture that you've breeded.
It is.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the things I was telling him.
This is
telling
what's
Mike
glorified
earlier,
in this country.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the stage we set.
Yeah,
we absolutely did it by promoting hate speech.
Yep.
By giving in to all these fears and this need to expose the world for all of its trash. Well, guess what? Now all the trash is on the surface.
Yeah.
And now we all get to see how dirty we all really are. You know what I mean? Like,
for real, bro.
Everybody
For
needs to go
real,
take a
man.
damn bath.
Yeah, hey, for real,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
And that's why I encourage, man. I especially encourage my boys, man. Be thinkers of yourselves. Educate yourselves. Before somebody tells you something, even if I tell you something, go look it up. You know what I'm saying? I tell my sons. I was like, you go look it up. You go do the research for yourself, and you go confirm it, man, because don't let these people breed you to their agendas. You know what I mean? Because they will. And it's easy to fall into. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I had to write this paper for college, for my psychology class. It's about fake news.
Yeah.
Right? And so I was did some research on the Venezuelan drug boats.
Yeah.
That Trump's over here bombing. Talk about every time I hit a boat, I save 25,000 Americans. Right? And then you run the deaths the death statistics of drugs. And you're like, bro, ain't even half that many people died yet.
Yeah.
You over here talking, you've claimed 500,000 people, and that's not even how many people died from drugs worldwide.
Yeah. No, for real, bro.
You shooting off propaganda, homeboy.
That's what got me about COVID too, bro. Man, Texas has the highest death rate of COVID-19. It is the biggest state in the country, duh.
Well,
Like, what you think was gonna happen? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, get more people are gonna probably pass. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think there's this thing where, like, bro,
You
and
said it
I
though,
learned
propaganda, dog.
I learned this in the street, bro. Do I promote violence? No,
Mm.
right? All the things that are going wrong in the country, I've really tried to understand both sides of it. But this is something I know from my days in the street, right? When you draw a line in the sand with somebody,
Yeah,
you're asking for trouble,
yeah, absolutely.
right? When I'm sitting there saying, like, here's the line in the sand, I dare you.
You to cross
I
it.
dare you to step over that line and
Yeah.
find out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that's kind of where our government's led people,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
They've drawn that line in the
Yeah.
stand. They're like, you either jump on with us or
Yeah.
find out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's when you're going to see the pride of a lot of Americans
yeah.
get banged up
Oh,
because people are going to jump that line.
Yes.
Am I promoting it? No.
No.
But I just know the nature of the beast,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I won't do it.
Yeah.
And when
It's
you
like-
just,
Yeah,
invite that trouble in on yourself and see
Yeah.
what happens. And that's where I feel like we're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, of course, that makes the addiction world that much worse.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Because people are looking for an escape.
you
know what I mean?
escape, and then again, here's all the hate,
Yes.
between the Republicans and Democrats and da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
which I
The
think they
left,
all
the
should
right.
just, like, go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
For
go,
real, man.
go away, go to, like, like some sort of, like,
Yeah.
resort in Tahiti, get a
Yeah.
pool bath, a spa, do all the things, man, get food up, and then come back to the table and work it out.
man. Just for
Because
real.
I'm really tired of hearing it. Like it's on
No,
my
for
nerves.
real. It's foolishness at this point, man. And I'm sorry, like if y'all can't see what's going on nowadays, man. This is like, come on, man. Y'all gotta start thinking for yourselves, people. And I say that in love, man, because there's very few of us left, dog. You know what I'm saying? That can see through the nonsense. And
Well, and like I said, man, once you step into that new life, man, when you come from trash,
yeah,
like when you come from where you come from,
you're able to recognize
you
it on
knew
every
what-
scale.
and you know what it took to get you out. It didn't take
Yeah.
me doing a whole bunch of flexing.
No.
It didn't take me,
No.
being mad at a whole bunch. It really just taught me learning how to embrace the nature of true love
Yes.
and loving people where
Yes.
they're at.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
learning to love myself.
Yeah.
And so I apply those concepts to everything I do
Yeah.
today. And it's really hard for me to grasp onto other things. And,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It's just
nah.
like, man, if he's just promoting hate, like, or if you're just even causing any kind of division, or if you're
Right.
putting yourself in some kind of subcategory of whatever, it's just
Well,
like,
trying to expose people.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
just
don't
like-
understand that need to want to
Yeah.
expose people.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And people will love to expose people until they get exposed.
Well, I mean,
and then it's
even-
just like,
even
oh my
if-
God, I'm the victim.
even if something bad happened to you,
Yeah.
right, from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Our laws and God's law dictate forgiveness at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
At some point,
Yeah.
right? When we
Jesus was
continue
like,
this,
forgive them 70 times 7.
yeah,
Not 490 times. It was kind of a metaphor as to like 70 times 7.
But real
You
talk,
you know
that's
what
your
I'm saying?
business.
Over and over again. Yeah.
That's real talk. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's your business.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The need to blast people on Facebook and show off how, like, so and so did this and so and so did that and da 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 da. Man, that's your business, bro. Don't be
Yeah.
putting all that hate
Yeah.
into the world.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing is perpetuating a bunch of sickness.
And I can't stand
Because
the
whether
folks
that
be
person was in the wrong or the
co-signing that,
right, you know
bro.
what I mean? Like, it still puts that
Yeah.
image out there.
Yeah.
Still projects that image to hate a certain type of people.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Is just like whenever you try to post something positive and it's cool, you get 1 or 2 likes, you know, a share here and there.
Yeah.
Man, you post about some beef or some stupidity. Oh my gosh, the wildfire spreads. You got 20, 30,
yeah.
40 comments, you know what I'm
Everybody.
saying? 100 likes. And it's just like,
Everybody, man. You're just willing to step out there
Yeah.
and throw some nonsense into the world.
yeah.
You know, and it perpetuates and perpetuates. You know,
Yeah, bro,
so
for real.
today I just, man, I really try my hardest. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I really try
No.
my hardest to not put a lot of trash
Yeah.
into the world. You know
No,
what I
for
mean?
real,
I
bro.
don't try to spread no hate talk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I really try to not to talk bad about people
No, yeah. For
in
real.
general.
For
You know,
real.
whether they did something
Yeah.
wrong or did something
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? I'm worried about me and my circumstance, my place in the world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
God called me to love everybody.
Absolutely.
And that's part of me
Absolutely.
building my relationship with Jesus Christ.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Is not just reading the book, but trying to really
Live it, dog.
think how
Yeah.
Jesus was living. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real.
And how was he able to do certain things?
Yeah.
And actually trying to figure out how to do those certain things.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's a time to be with your people, and then there's a time to kill the noise.
Yes.
You know, I think that's what he did great
Yeah.
as a balancing act, right?
Yes.
It was he would get with people, but then he would absolutely kill the noise. Nah,
Yeah.
hell no, I can't. None of y'all come with me.
Yeah.
I'm going up on the
So,
mountain.
yeah, I'm going on the mountain to pray.
Like,
I'm going on the mountain to pray. Y'all let me
yeah,
be, man.
I'm killing the noise.
Yeah.
And I vibe with that, right? Because there's times when I'm sitting at home
Right.
and I'm praying, right? And I kind of got an ADHD mind, so praying for me gets kind of hard.
I'm the same way, yes.
Like,
Because I'm praying and then boom, and then boom, and then boom,
Yeah,
and then
I'm,
boom.
I'm
Yeah.
3 hours later, I'm still praying, right?
Yeah.
But it turns
Yeah.
into this whole big just,
Yeah.
you know. So I just tell God off the bat, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
look, bro, this is gonna turn into something else by the time it's done.
Yeah.
But we're still talking.
Yes. Yeah. And he knows his kids, man. You know what I'm
I mean?
saying? Like, he knows. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, dog. No, I
But
can
it's
definitely relate.
it's that time when you kill the noise, man, where you can really figure some shit
Yeah.
out.
Nah, for real.
You know, and then you can go back into the world and say, hey, look, check it out. This is what I figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Like I tell folks, man, like whenever I take my drive back to Dumas, bro. Most of the time I drive. No music, nothing. Just complete silence, bro. Looking at the landscape, appreciating it for what it is. Just, listening to God, trying to communicate with him too, just
Yeah.
taking that moment of, you know what I mean, clear the head, clear the mind. And it's just like me and the road, bro. I like being on the road for some reason. But I think it's just because it's away from civilization, you know what I'm saying, and all the crazy.
Bro.
You have a moment of peace to just think, because I can't lie to you, bro. Even still when I'm here in the city, man, like there's still moments where I get an itch to just I'm watching everything in the room, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching my back, I'm feeling some
Yeah.
type of way, and I'm just like, nah, I ain't living like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like still, sometimes it's there.
Sometimes it's there. Yep, absolutely.
I recently got to a point in my life to where man, I even sold my guns, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I got one left, and it just kind of stashed up in the closet or whatever. But it's just the reality of it is, unless somebody was trying to harm my family, my babies,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you gonna kill me, kill me.
Yeah.
I'm willing to lay my life down to for other people. I don't want to kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know that
Again, I think it's that energy, bro.
yeah.
It's that energy because I'm
Yeah.
the same way. Like when I went into recovery, I carried a pistol every day for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when the law pulled me over, they were like, Shawn, why you got a gun? I'm like, bro, this is Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody got a gun.
You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah.
like, well, I'm gonna
Got a
take this.
question to that.
You know what I mean? Like, so,
Yeah.
and so, but when I came into recovery, I said, you know what? No more guns.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm like some pacifist now.
And I'm not saying guns are bad. You know what I'm saying? Guns cool. You know
I'm
what
not
I'm saying? I like
I'm
guns.
not saying I'm a big
Yeah.
pacifist. Like I'm a
Yeah.
firm believer that sometimes an ass whooping can be the greatest lesson in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's really what
Sometimes,
somebody just needs is somebody needs
Yep.
a good,
Yep.
you know,
Good little humbling experience.
humbling experience. There you go.
I
Little
had to share
education.
mine. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember when I was carrying, man, I used to have a plug.
Yeah.
And he didn't carry.
Yeah.
Right. He told me straight up, he said, man, he said, I never needed a gun until I started carrying one.
Yeah.
And then he put the gun away.
Yeah.
Sure enough, didn't have no problems.
Yeah.
You know what I
Straight
mean?
up, bro.
Because you invite that energy.
Yeah.
When people
even-
know that you're strapped up,
Yeah.
they know they got to come with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they're up in their level again.
Not only that, bro, I don't know if there's a spirit about it or if it's just the mentality of having a weapon on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's the ego, bro.
It's just like I wish somebody would so
Yeah.
I can hit them. You know,
Yeah,
so I
it's
can
that
boom.
ego.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
And it's just like I
the-
don't want to feel that way towards people, bro. That's
Right.
ugly.
It's the energy
know
it
what I
puts
mean?
off.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm
For
saying? When
real.
I put that energy away, I don't have conflict or
Nah.
you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Like I'm at peace. I'm chill. I ain't got to worry about killing somebody today. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool.
You ain't gotta
know?
worry about none of that, man.
Nah, man. I seen something crazy though, man. So this, I guess, a couple of days ago or about a week ago. It's been a couple of days. These two, cats go out there, man, in Australia, and they start, what I'm saying, shooting other individuals out there, right? And they're doing a mass shooting or whatnot. Well, in surveillance footage, man, there's this man, this older man, walks up to one of the shooters, bro, and snatches him up, right? And takes the gun away from him. What really spoke to my heart, bro, was that when that guy grabbed the gun from him, he pointed it at him, right? But he didn't have enough hate in his heart to shoot back at him. He just told him, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's crazy because, like, regardless of what either side of that situation believes, man, you know what I mean? That man right there, he could have killed him and he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He left it to God to do the judging in that moment. And that is, I mean, that's love in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you can tell too, bro, like that man, as he was holding that gun, pointing at that guy, this guy done shot so many people already. You know what I mean? Anybody else, here in America, they would have lit him up like a Christmas tree,
bro.
dog. But this man, he showed him grace, bro. He showed him mercy. And he just like, get out of here. You can tell as he was holding that gun, he didn't want to kill him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's just like, he had that, don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it. You know what I mean? About him. And it was just like, man, it spoke to me in a weird way. It's just like, man, like that's true grace. That's true mercy. That's love manifested in someone just for the human being.
I think it's not taking judgment into your own hands.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, bro.
I've really had to learn that, especially with some of my older friends, right? That decided they were gonna get sober and they got sober and then they dipped back off and now they're back into it again.
Yeah.
And at first you want to be mad.
Yeah.
You want to be lit. You're like, bro,
Yeah.
like you were my inspiration. And now you went back out. What hope do I have? You know what I'm saying?
Like I was mad at my folks. You know what I'm saying?
And but I've had to learn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times did I sit there and say I was going to get sober and didn't do it? Or how many times
I quit selling dope about 50 times.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like it's learning to just understand that, man, as life changes, the landscape of life changes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Things are going to hit hard.
Yeah.
And to still stay in place and be there for that person, even after they slip, is probably everything, man. And I think that's what really models that unconditional love concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is when somebody messes up and even messes up big.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, don't even trip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip.
Good, bro. It's like, you good, man. Like, I love you, dog. But because I love you, I'm going to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. But, man, I'm willing to walk through it with you. But you got to want it too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and watch you destroy your life in front of me. I love you too much.
Well, and I think that's kind of like how accountability should be thrown out, right? Accountability, if I'm going to be the one to call somebody out on their bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I should be the one.
If you're big and bad and you got big balls to be, calling people out and telling them what their issue is.
You should be the one to step in and say, you know what?
Hey, I'm going to walk
this
with
is what you're doing wrong, but bro, I'm going to be here tomorrow. We're going to start working on this
I'm gonna
together.
Walk with you. Yep.
I'm walking with you
with you.
every step of the way. And if I'm not willing to do that, then I really should not be calling nobody out on nothing.
Just keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Because then all it's going to create is a lot of, again, dissension and hate and all this bitterness between
that negative
y'all.
vibration of whatever that is. Bro, it really does.
If you're going to be that person to step in there and call somebody out, also be that person to take that walk.
Yes.
Knowing that walk is it's a long walk.
Oh,
it's not something, recovery is not something that happens in a day, a week, a month, 6 months, a year, right? Recovery is that walk that's
even after I've been off drugs for 2 or 3 years, bro, like I'm recognizing that I'm barely right now, you know what I'm saying, getting to the point to where like, hey, I feel like the old me all of a sudden again. You know what I'm saying?
There's times.
Yeah, like
you get too comfortable.
And I'm not saying in a negative way. I'm saying like as in like, hey, like I feel like my personality again. You know what I mean? Like you never really know how drug addiction affects you mentally for like a very long time. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Because you respond to things with the mindset of an addict because that was your normal for so many years. You know what I'm saying? That whenever you recover, you're like, hey, this stuff don't piss me off like it used to, like, I don't know. It's just, it's weird, bro. It's weird. It's like your mental state, like you kind of get back to like, hey,
who
I
you were.
remember who this was. I remember who I am. I'm remembering who
I'm
I
that
am.
fun person there again.
Yeah.
You know, I hit a milestone last week
Yeah.
in my recovery. It was something that I really didn't think God was going to give me back.
Yeah.
I thought something was going to be gone forever,
Mm.
and I got it back last week.
Yeah.
So when I went into recovery, I was 142 pounds.
Yeah.
142 pounds. I have liver disease
Oh,
and cirrhosis of the liver, right? And I have Crohn's disease. And so in my recovery, it made it extremely difficult for me to put on weight,
yeah.
right? Um, Bro, went to the doctor last week. 220, homeboy.
Come on, dog.
220.
Come on,
God
man.
gave it back.
Hallelujah.
God gave it back.
Hey.
And, you know, just to keep it
Yeah.
1,000, it took 4 years.
Yeah.
It took 4 years
Yeah.
for me to put all of it back on,
Yeah.
right? But there it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's something
Yeah.
I legit didn't think I was going to
Restoration,
miss it.
dog. Restoration.
I got to the point where I was like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, damn, I look like a damn crackhead. And I'm sober. You know what I mean? I want to look right again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was really bothering me, you
Yeah.
know. But when I jumped up on that scale at the doctor's office and
It
it was
was
like
like,
220 on the money, I was
what?
like, he gave it back, bro. He gave it back.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now he's got to do something with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Hey, real. Yeah.
You know?
But now, yeah, man.
But that was a big milestone for me
Yeah.
as well, you know. So it's about recognizing that all things happen in God's time, bro.
That's
but
right.
you still got
That's
to put the
right.
work in.
That's right.
Faith without works is dead.
Dead.
Super
Dead.
dead. And I'm not gonna sit there and say God can't make a miracle happen
Yeah.
overnight.
Right.
Because it can happen. You do see
yeah.
it. You know, and that's one of the things I think in recovery, everybody wants to talk about what are the myths of recovery,
Yeah.
right? And I kind of want to flip that perspective, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what are the facts about recovery? Tell me
come
what are
on.
the facts?
Yeah.
Because there's really only one fact. That recovery works if you work it.
That's
That's
right.
really the only fact. Because we're all built uniquely. We all are. Everybody's recovery looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
And what works for some people don't work for others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What worked for me may not work for you, but it worked.
Yeah.
So can't call it a lie because it worked for somebody.
No,
You
yeah.
can't call it a fact. You know what I'm saying? So the only real fact is recovery works if you work it.
That's right.
If you put the
That's
work
right.
in. You know, and so that's where I'm at today. So that's why when everybody tries to tell, oh, well, you can't call that fact. Well, you really can't call nothing in recovery fact.
Yeah.
You really can't because the landscape of recovery is so wide.
Everybody's truth gonna be a little bit different.
Everybody, yeah,
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
reality is a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's all so, you know, you rock with what you can rock with. It
Yeah.
takes what it takes,
Yep.
and you know what I mean. You
Yep.
if one way don't work, you switch it up, find something else.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, brother, man.
Man.
So I want to give a big shout out to Angel Ray,
Man.
Mission Music. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it, man.
Man,
Shout
what,
out.
y'all got, I was about to say, you got an album dropping yet?
Man, so actually working on a tape right now. It's gonna be kind of created over, within the next year called 90s Kid. And so what I'm doing, man, is I'm taking back, just kind of old songs that we would jam to. You know what I mean? The beats, remaking them, doing whatever we got to do, revamping them, and just kind of bringing back some old classic sound. You know what I mean? Talking about these types of things.
Yeah.
Like I said, just bringing the reality back to what it is to being a Christian and just, the human experience while we're here. You know what I'm saying? The emotions that we got to deal with. And so, like, yeah, man, that's in the works, man. The brothers in there working all the time, too, man. They got music coming out. We got a song that's about to drop called Amen. It's got to be one of my favorites, man. My brother, Loke G, Joel, man, and my brother Kez, man. They did an amazing job on that thing, man. Me and Thomas, we still working on some things, too, man. And so, yeah, man, God is good, and yeah, man, we just out here trying to live it, dog.
Man, give your shout outs, get your flowers, bro.
Man.
Where can people find you? How can they reach you? What's up?
So y'all can find us on the Facebook, man. Y'all can look me up, Angel Ray, ANGELREY. Look up Mission Music Ministries, YouTube, Facebook, of course, on the platforms where the music comes out. Yeah, man, Thomas Miller, you know what I'm saying? Look bro up. Kez Walton, look bro up. Joel Gutierrez, look bro up. Man, y'all get on the Facebook, on the socials. We there, man. Sometimes we don't post a lot, but it's because we working. You know what I mean? But we do get around to it, But, the DMs are always open, man. If y'all ever just want to chop it up about anything, man, like my inbox is open to whoever, when, you know what I'm saying, whenever. I might not get back to you immediately, but hey, I'll hit you back, you know what I'm saying, at some point. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful. At this point, I'm just grateful, man. And like I said, much love, bro. Much love to Better Days
Mm.
Rain, man. I
Right
love
on,
what you're
bro.
doing,
We
bro.
appreciate you coming on the show, man.
No
You know
doubt,
what I'm
man.
saying?
No doubt.
Appreciate
Yes,
it. Appreciate
sir.
it. You know, if you'd be interested in coming on the show, man, you can reach me at Shawn@betterdaysrain.com, or you can, like, comment, share. You can reach me on Facebook. I've got a wide range of ways to contact me. We have Spotify, we have YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Spreaker, iTunes. We're on just about everything.
Yeah.
We're probably on more things than I can name off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome, right? Because that means I'm reaching people I don't even know I'm reaching. I don't
That's
even know I'm
right.
talking to. So that's really a goal that I have here at Better Days Rain is planting those seeds wherever they may flow to. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you would like to support the Better Days Rain mission, you can visit our Printify store, which will be in the description information at the bottom of this video. You just click it, takes you straight to the store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, hats. We have a wide variety of things, journals, coffee cups, travel kits. So log on to the store, check that out. I'm going to be in the process of making some new designs. I got to get back into the drawing room and start working a pencil a little bit, which I just got to find time to do it. But yeah, man, that's it. I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting the Better Days Rain Addiction Recovery Podcast. We've been doing this about a year. We'll have our year anniversary coming up here in a couple weeks. So it's been a great year, and it's been a year of a lot of growth and a lot of happening. If you have any problems, reach out, man. We'd be more than willing to help and talk about those hard to talk about conversations, guest interviews. Program directors, if you're interested, reach out. We'd be more than willing to do a Zoom podcast or get you in the studio. With that, thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Boom.